Welcome. My name's Maurizio Cavozzi, and I work for Café Molinari, training professional bar staff. We thought it would be a good idea to make a short training film to help you improve your techniques in what we call Latte Art. What you're about to see in sequence is how to take care of the equipment, how to make a good espresso, how to produce the foam on the milk so as to decorate it in various ways. When the dosing unit is empty, grind about 8 grams of coffee and check the weight. Check the consistency of the ground powder and proceed to making the coffee. Clean the filter and flush the dispenser set before attaching the filter head. If the flow of coffee is too fast, this means that not enough coffee has been extracted due to the coffee being ground too coarse. It will be necessary to change the way the coffee is ground by adjusting the regulator on the grinder dosing unit. That way we obtain a finer powder. If the flow of coffee is too slow, this means that too much coffee is being extracted. This is due to the coffee being ground too fine. It will be necessary to change the way the coffee is ground by adjusting the regulator on the grinder dosing unit to obtain a coarser powder. To get the perfect cup of espresso from the machine, you need between 20 and 30 seconds of steady flow. We call this the rat tail effect. By adjusting the regulator inside the box, you should obtain about 8 grams of coffee. Discard the used grounds in the filter. Clean the filter. Insert the correct dosage. Press the coffee, applying a pressure of about 20 kilograms. Flush the delivery set to remove any residues. Attach the filter head and press the button for delivery. To make a cappuccino, you can use any kind of milk on the market. We recommend, however, the use of fresh, full-fat milk to obtain the best results in the cup, since the fats add to the taste while also giving greater consistency to the cream. It is worth recalling that it is not the fats that allow the formation of the cream, but the proteins. It's better to use milk containers in stainless steel, slightly conical in shape, with a spout. This is essential when creating special decorations. Use several containers of different sizes according to how many cappuccinos you need to make. Always use milk at a temperature of from 0 to 4 degrees centigrade, but milk which has not been previously heated. Fill the container with milk to about the halfway mark until it just covers the beginning of the spout. Steam clean the vaporizer and insert the nozzle just below the surface of the milk. Now open the steam. You can check the temperature better if you steady the milk container with the palm of your hand. Lower the milk container so that the nozzle comes to the surface of the milk so as to ensure more air is absorbed. Once the level of the froth has reached about halfway up the spout, immerse the nozzle once more just below the surface of the milk. Carry out this operation in as little time as possible so that the milk does not overheat. In this way, we obtain a rotational movement which allows the milk to amalgamate with the froth, thus achieving an even textured cream. Remember that the ideal temperature for the milk is about 55 degrees centigrade. We can now achieve perfect whipped milk. You'll now see how to make three basic designs: the apple, the heart, the leaf. Before carrying out each decoration, rotate the milk container so as to make sure the milk and froth are correctly amalgamated. We will perform this decoration straight away after the milk is frothed and when the cream is still compact. You can achieve a contrast in color by simply using a dusting of cocoa. Hold the cup slightly inclined in contact with the milk container, and when the milk is poured, allow a small amount of cream to slide onto the lower wall of the cup. Pour out the milk, moving towards the center of the cup and slowing down the flow of milk. Immediately afterwards, we move backwards, gently shaking the milk container from right to left. Increasing the speed of the milk flow, we move back to the center. Let's look at that one more time. Pour the milk slowly into the center of the cup. When the cup is filled halfway, increase the flow of milk, while at the same time performing a kind of trembling movement, gently shaking the milk container from left to right. This movement will help us to form a shape similar to a circle in the center of the cup. Now move the container spout forwards to form the point of the heart. Let's see that one more time. You can achieve the same shape with a different movement. Pour the milk into the center of the cup and fill it halfway. Carry out a rapid anti-clockwise movement and end up in the center of the cup. Slowly pour the milk, starting a little beyond the center of the cup and filling it about halfway. Increase the speed of the milk flow, creating a wave-like movement from left to right, moving towards the edge of the cup. Cut the figure thus formed in two with a line of milk. In this way you can obtain a lovely leaf-shaped decoration. Let's look at that one more time. Let's have a look at some sequences that show how to create decorations using the topping. After you have created the basic shape by moving the milk container, it's possible to add a decoration with a pointed object or stylus. To maintain the machine in good working condition, you should carry out the following operations. At the end of a working day, it's necessary to clean the shower heads with a soft bristle brush. Every 500 to 600 cups of coffee, we recommend cleaning the machine using a special detergent. Insert the blind filter inside the filter head and pour in the cleaning agent. Reattach the filter head and press the start button several times. Rinse the shower heads thoroughly. Place about half a litre of water at a temperature not less than 70 degrees centigrade in a container and add the cleaning agent. Immerse the filter head and the filter in the solution and allow it to act. After about 20 minutes, the product will have done its job. Remove the filter head and rinse thoroughly. Well, at this point, there remains little to say except to wish you all the very best. Oh, and don't worry if the early results are not what you hoped. You will soon be making excellent Italian coffee. Best regards from me and from all of us at Café Molinari.